And they're often racing for the Usha Start Million. Fairly level break, but as they settle down to race, there's a bit of a scrimmage here for the early lead. Aralina in the middle, Fort Nelson on the rails, Helen of Troy, Arikatu, and on the wide outside there is Into the Storm, all five of them in a line. But as they pass the 12 and approach the 1,000-meter marker, Fort Nelson settles just about a half length, the good of Aralina in second. In third is Arikatu. Into the Storm is on the outside. Just behind is Miss Allure. Then we've got Helen of Troy, and about 4 lengths adrift there is Felix in the rear. They go past the 800-meter marker now, and they're passing the monument, and it's Fort Nelson on the rails. Into the Storm up on the outside. In the third position in box seat there is Aralina, a length away, Miss Allure. Then there's Arikatu being pushed along, followed there by Salome traveling wide on the inside. Helen of Troy and Felix is now caught up to be with them. But as they begin to come around the turn and straighten up, and it's Fort Nelson, the leader, by about a length and a half from Aralina up on the outside, then comes Into the Storm and Miss Allure on the stand side. But it's still Fort Nelson, the leader, by half a length now. The good of Aralina coming with a big run on the stand side. It's Fort Nelson and Aralina on the stand side who's headed him. It's going to be all Aralina and the Usha Stud Million going for the line, and Aralina runs away with the Usha Stud Million from Miss Allure. Then came Fort Nelson, followed by Felix. So the outcome of the Usha Stud Million going to Aralina, trained here by Arjun Mangalorkar, ridden by Akshay Kumar. He was in box seat most of the way, tracking the front runners, and then with about 300 to run, unleashed a strong run on the outside to get the better of Fort Nelson. Miss Allure finishing on nicely towards the close, but no taking it away. The winner was sighted almost 200 from home, and that was the Aralina, the daughter of Speaking of Which out of Analia. So bred at